Hello everyone, I'm going to show you how to get through your assignment 2.1 now. So I started with a empty map and I'm going to add data, and I'm going to go to my PHGIS and add neighborhoods and schools as required by the text to my map document. And I'm going to go to my neighborhoods, make it hollow, and make it lighter gray. At the same time, go to my schools, make two copies of schools actually, because one is gonna be, I'm gonna rename them private schools and public schools. And go to my private schools. According to the book, the private schools are the ones which have the attributes private school. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my query, define query based on my type. Let's take a look at type is equal to, actually it's not type, go to district and get unique values is equal to private school. Okay, so I'm filtering the database for only the private schools now, and I'm gonna make it look something else so that we can differentiate between public and private. So I can see that those are private, and go to public schools. And so I'm going to use a different type of query. You can do two types of queries here. One is district is equal to city of Pittsburgh, or district is equal to Pittsburgh diocese. And okay, click on OK, and make sure you have a different symbol to this one. I'm going to go with the squares and go with maybe blue to differentiate. Actually reduce the size a lot. Go with 9. So this is my private schools and public schools for the city of Pittsburgh. So I have to label my neighborhood so that we know what we are talking about. Make it a readable map. Go to the labels, make sure labels is turned on, and go to the hood is fine, and make it a little like italic. I'm gonna make it italic. Go to properties and add a mask add a halo under the mask, maybe 1, yeah, and reduce the size to 7 maybe. Click on OK and go to the placement properties, and it says add a buffer of 1 so that you don't have overlapping labels and stuff. So I'm going to do that, so it looks a lot better now. So I can see the neighborhood and the schools, which is what is and the last step is to identify the school, which is in some South Squirrel neighborhood called as Alderdice. So what I'm going to do is open the public schools attribute table, right click on the name, sort ascending. The first school you can see is actually Alderdice. Okay, so now I'm going to find it on the map. Oh, okay, that's the South Squirrel neighborhood. I'm gonna zoom to that South Squirrel neighborhood, that's Alderdice. I'm gonna deselect it and click on identify, make sure that's Alderdice again, yeah, Alderdice. And okay, that all looks good. So I'm gonna right click in the identify window and say add hyperlink. So here I'm gonna add a hyperlink that the book asks us to link, and I'm gonna type in that actually that address should be a link, so I'm going to put it in my link and click on OK. So now as you can see, my hyperlink tool is activated. When I go and actually click on that one, it will actually take me to the website. So if you do it right, click on it, it's going to take me to the Pittsburgh Public Schools Board of Education website. Okay, so that's your exercise. You can zoom out and actually save this map in the C drive under your GIS tutorial answers assignment 2 0.1, save it, replace the existing one because I already done it. Yeah, submit this document on the blackboard and you're done. Okay. So the next step is to actually right click on zoom to the layer of the Pittsburgh and rename these different layers to what they belong, and so that they are more descriptive. So like K-12 population by block group, or maybe K-12 population by tracks, census tracks. At the same time, you have to add a scale-based display. So now at this scale, at the scale of the Pittsburgh, I don't want to see when you actually turn on. You can still see the the tracks for the entire state and everything. So I don't want to see this. So what I'm gonna do is go to make sure I zoom to this layer and say right click to the state, go to the properties. Okay, go to states, go to the properties, and make sure here it's selected as none, and make sure you use the current scale, the scale as the total the layers of schools and neighborhoods, and click on OK. So at the same time do the same thing for the Pittsburgh layers, and make sure you select out beyond this time and use the same scale. So now you actually, if you actually zoom in, you see your Pittsburgh layers, and when you actually zoom out, zoom to layer, you don't see the Pittsburgh layers. So essentially that's what it is. And you can actually if you want, you can just export these as JPEGs and put that in the document, and you should be done. Okay, thanks.